going, everybody? It is me. Then there's you. You're gonna have to let me know about the wind again because it has picked up. So we'll see if I'm even able to do this show. I told you I would come back, so here I am back. Thought we might talk about anybody seen that movie? I'm sure y'all have. Hunger Games. I mean, how far off are we? I don't know. If you're new here, give it a second because I'm waiting for some people to show up and see what the sound is like. And I do have a little glare from the sun over here. I don't know if I should reset up my my hammock here. Yeah, I can't really see at all. Maybe if I put this on the other side of me, I might be able to. Hello. Who are you? What do you want? What the hell is this? What's up, Brill? That's crazy. I was just thinking about you the other day because I seen you had got on to what that other thing is. Where everybody chats now. What's up, Brill? How's the whole insane world treating you? Who else is up in here? What's up, Skull? Where are you at these days? You back in ATL or you over in Cali? What is good? And again, for everybody else that's here, how's the audio? Because it is a little windy. It is a little windy. If you see me kind of goofing around here to try to get an angle to see what the screen says. Don't really have a lot of options of where to put my hammock up here. I suppose I could put it that way, but well, here I am, man. This is still me, full on in Zen mode, chilling at the park. Did a show a little earlier. Just hanging out at the park, man. Oh no. No, they obviously I'm on my third or fourth one now. The first one they didn't like something I posted. Second one, apparently somebody had hacked it, and third one got hacked. This is what they say, but I just think I was posting things they were not fans of. So that's what happened with my IG. You can find me on IG now, zen.atman. And this thing gets I've had too many times where this got shut down for a little bit. But here I am, back out here. You in the A? Yes. Yeah, I'm assuming La La Land's a little goofy right now, from what I'm at least hearing from people that live in that direction. It's looking a little strange. I mean, it was always a strange place, yeah? Yeah, I don't know what I want to do this show on. I had a couple things going through my brain. I mean, mostly I just wanted to, as per usual, just delve into the insanity of everything. I mean, I think it's not that things are as absurd and obtruse and in your face as it is. It's that there are people that don't get it. Like there's people that make no connection to the fact that, like, if you see in the title screen, it was like the Belgian health minister, and then obviously you could look all over this country and see completely ridiculous things. How do people not see this? How do people how do people respect or stand in line and listen to what these people have to say and give them any credence? I just I can't wrap my head around it. It's like, I'm not. I get it. I'm pretty intelligent, but it doesn't take an intelligent person to just go. I don't think that's. I don't believe that. I don't think that's the way to do it. I mean, would you go into the gym and see a dude that's 110 pounds, soaking wet, with bad form, teaching a 250 pound dude with perfect form how to lift weights? I mean, this is literally like what we're doing all over the map with anything, with health, with pharmaceutical things, with education things. As usual, we have the least among us guiding us into where I don't know. And I'm just always curious as to how do people not, how does everybody not understand? How do people not see it? You know what I mean? What is that difficult to comprehend? What is? Let me see. Let me move this thing. Maybe I can get this to sit over here. It won't work. Let's try something else. Let's try it down here. Let's let it ground for a second. You're welcome. Yeah, this will be good for a second or two. If I want to go get comfortable. Yeah, that's about what it is, right? I mean, it does seem to be quite a bit of spell casting, but it's so heavy that it's like, I mean, it's like you talk to people and they seem reasonably normal. Like you have a conversation with somebody, they seem like they have a brain, they're somewhat normal, and you think you could have a logical conversation, logical progression of here's how things work, here's how things function, and here's what needs to be understood. And you think you could, but you can't. It's like, and then you really see the eyes just glaze over and them turn into like a different being completely, like not even close to the same person. Like their brain just shuts off. And some people, it's like they're still there, but they're just defending some ridiculous nonsense. I'm just curious as to how those people, how do they get around? How do they do anything? Like seriously, like if you can't understand some of these simple things, if you can't make a logic, if you can't feel it out, like that person is an okay person, that person's a piece of shit, that person's a good person, if you can't figure something like that out, like after a little bit, if you're not looking at these people in the TV and going, yeah, I think I'm not going to listen to them because there's nothing about what they're doing or saying that rings true in any ways. If you can't figure that out, like how do these people exist? What do they do? Like what is their purpose? As I'm gonna sit here and just drink some Manny with my Jew folk. Shalom, you know what I mean? And assalamu alaikum and all that. And asai and peace be with you, and whatever people say these days. And the cash. Yeah. Are you gonna come down soon? Yeah, man. I live. You wanna see where I live? I live at the park now. I live right near that chime tree. This is where I live. I live right across the street. I live right over there. So this is basically my front yard, which is super dope because I got the chime tree over there. I got my friends the ducks over there, and I got the museum behind me. Yeah, it's pretty dope, man. Yeah, come through. I mean, with the hurricane and everything, it's pretty dead right now. There's like, I went out a couple times and I lucked out. There's a few places open, but it's still slow to coming back. Yeah, man. Yeah, the thing about like what's under controlling the vessels of the avatars. Somebody's smoking good. Yeah, it's like if you think about it, if you're playing a video game and you were controlling, say, 3 different characters, but you're kind of pausing the other timelines. Are we certain that that's not happening on another dimension? I mean, because they are controlling people in the sense of a psychological control. That if you just key in a couple psychological things, and you say, okay, these are just like a computer. These are the programs are running. People get stuck in those programs, those paradigms of the way that they think, and they actually feel that way, over things that they shouldn't feel certain ways about. But they've connected feeling to something that is like they feel more connected to. Like if you look at these people running these pharmaceutical companies, they feel more connected to them than they do the people that are around them trying to help them. it's amazing. It's a strange thing. Oh, you may drive down? Hey, I mean, if you've never done the train before, man, train is dope. Sit back, relax, get drunk, smoke something. They don't really give a shit what you do on there. And it's cozy. You can just walk around. It's like a food bar or whatever. Bigger seats. Yeah, train's where it's at. And you can sit in the big open one where you can just watch the scenery pass you by. Alex suggested if you never have. And it's probably cheap as shit right now. Mr. Jackson Braintree, what are you doing, man? Yeah, I was trying to hang out in the hammock, but the sun was just blocking my vision. The mad world. Yeah, I suppose in a lot of ways I probably do deal with it a little better than most people. That's because I have a much less. Well, I don't have to deal with people having ever expected me to be different. I don't have the family ties and the friends ties that they ever thought that I would be, going for the jumping on board with the whole system. Like they already knew a long time ago. So I don't have to deal with any of like my friends or acquaintances or family or whatever going, you need to, and fuck you if you don't. That was established a long time ago, many many lifetimes ago. Where other people, they got to deal with that. And I just really don't give a shit about what people have to say in public. It's just, and I get the luxury of I live in New Orleans, man. Fucking mad decent weather. Other than this hurricane that just put a wrench in everything it was already fucked up. And I don't know, man. Gives me more time to just go. I got my hammock out. I get to talk to you guys. It gives me, like, even though I was mad depressed after this hurricane, like, it's just giving me more time to go, well, I don't really want to go out anyways. I don't want to go waste my money. I don't want to go to these fucking places, go to restaurants that they're going to give me a hassle to get in, or go to some shitty ass club where I'm going to waste too much money. Like, fuck it. I'll do this. Get myself a bottle. For this was $5 bottle of Manny. Cool. Got myself a fat ass or a Cuban, and I'm good. Rather than go out and spend $30, $40, $50, whatever the fuck. And got the feet out, you know what I mean? Hammock. Go play with the ducks. But I think it's, I can only imagine people that have to deal with the rigmarole, and if they have like a regular job, and just the constant, like, every day you have to see that. You have to see somebody with a stupid mask on their face, or somebody giving you like the stink eye because maybe you don't believe in that, and you got to deal with the constant, like, people just running their ignorant mouths about things they don't know about and they refuse to do any research on. I mean, dealing with that real time every day, and then some people that have like really like dealt with it at their jobs. It's gotta be tough. I luckily don't have to deal with that. And if I did, I would have, I would have already been unemployed. Put it that way. I wouldn't have put up with any of this. Like, the day that they would be like, no, you gotta wear that 24 hours, like, every time you're here. I'm like, see ya. I just would have made them fire me, basically. And then I would have collected my, oh, dogs. And I would have collected unemployment, Brill, have I watched any TV lately? Yeah, actually, I've been watching, because of, like I said, since this hurricane, man, I just been ancient shit to do. There's nowhere to go, nothing's open. So I'm just like bugging out, watching mad Netflix shows. I started this new one. It just came out on Netflix. This is a Chinese show. It's really, really interesting. It's a little drawn out because it's a whole season, but it's kind of Hunger Game-esque. Which is odd that I just brought. Maybe that's why I brought up Hunger Games at the beginning of this conversation. I forget the name of it though. Oh, it's called Squid Games. Squid Games. Check it out. At least watch the preview. I'm on the second episode, and I was like, the first one just took a little long getting into, but I think it'll speed up a little bit. Get myself some barbecue. Hey, as I'll tell everybody here, if you guys want to donate, my income has been garbage lately, and YouTube just put my AdSense money in Hawk, so I can't even access it. It was my rainy day fund, and I really needed it, and because I have a strike on my account, I can't access my money. So if you guys want to, you can help me, and you can, hey, if you want to buy me some barbecue, fucking thank you. Buy me a drink, because barbecue is now open. It's just down the street too. CashApp, PayPal, whatever it's beneath. I appreciate that. Cause I'm running on fumes over here for real. I'm gonna be outside in these busking on these streets, hustling, selling cold water and shit. Yeah, but I hear you, Mr. Jackson. But being free does cost a little bit. You know what I mean? To have certain, you could have complete freedom if you don't really need to eat all that often, which I don't, but I enjoy some of the aspects of the standard life. I like to have a place to take a dump and a shower and a roof for some of my cool stuff and my instruments and whatever. Oh yeah, I hear you. Well, fucking wicked. Yeah, no. Some of my peeps out here that they live in the streets. They have a couple. I have a barbecue at my apartment, so I could definitely go cook over there. Yeah, I could definitely do that. Actually, last time I got a barbecue, there was the place had 30, 30 pounds of ribs for $35. I was all over that. So that was like, I think, six slabs of ribs. That was what's up. I was eating good for a few days. Yeah, donate. Donate that in dollars and cents, you know. Yeah, but bro, yeah, hit me up on that other thing that you just got. What the hell is it called? Where everybody just got the account over there to connect, whatever the fuck that's called. Oh, it looks exotic. Yeah, Manischewitz, yo. It's like that Jewish table wine, basically. I mean, it's a Concord grape, so there's a reason Concord grapes, and it's because Concord grapes were said to have gold in them. So it was like the only thing that you could find, you know, gold in. Thus, and it's the only thing that actually tastes like what you when you were a kid. What you thought wine tasted like. This is what you think it tastes like. It's a little too icky sweet right now, but hey, that's what I got. Yeah, most excellent. It was I would have rather had a bottle of port, which is a little less sweet, a little more alcohol, but they were all out of the ruby port. Manischewitz or Manischewitz. Depends who you ask, I guess. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go rewatch the. Hunger Games. It just seems so relevant right now to what's going on. Yeah, I don't. See, I don't. I can't. I don't like it. It's too much. Too much for me. When I was a kid, yes. No, now I don't prefer sweets that much. That shit is icky sweet. See, I was gonna get it, and I was gonna get a box of wine with it so I could mix them. So I get like white wine and mix it, and it's a perfect combo. But I did not collect the big box of wine. All right, Mr. Braintree, go have fun, dude. Yeah, I'm probably gonna walk around here because I don't really have much of a show to make. Just was getting back on here because I told people I'd be back on here. But as per usual, if anybody has any questions, comments, or whatever, you need help with something, you know how to contact me. It's through. I still haven't put it. Still haven't put it on my thing yet. I don't know why. Just lazy, I guess. But you can get at me through Gmail. That is Theoluminous, TheOluminous. Means God and light. At gmail.com. That's me. So if you need help with anything one-on-one, something you don't want to talk about online, like maybe your butthole is bleeding, maybe you have hemorrhoids, I don't know. Maybe you help with something that is personal. Maybe you have a psychological issues that you need help with, and you don't feel like paying somebody that just wants you to come back 6 times for help. Yeah, whatever. MSL London. Ultimate goal knife. Yeah. I don't know. It's a good question. I've considered this many times. I don't think there can be one. I don't think that, I think you go through and you have times that you might be apathetic about stuff, and other times you have like a short term goal. You might have longer term goals, but no, having a long term goal would be having an expectation to be on this realm for X number of years or whatever. I have more of an immediacy of interaction with reality. So I don't know. I don't necessarily have one. Sometimes it is, like I should have one. I think like, oh, maybe I should have some goal, but then I'm like, I think I'm kind of just doing it anyways, whatever that is. Educating people, teaching people about stuff that they would have a hard time finding and not know. That was something. So I guess whenever I start teaching, that was something, but it wasn't like an ultimate attainable goal. All right, Braintree. Hi, dog. Yeah, I was just reading the book, the Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. There's always that there's that idea that the king gives to the kid about having that more of like a life goal, and what is it? I don't know. Really down there. There was a while that I was like, I think I want to become a breatharian and live to be a few hundred years old. But then I was like, but then you deal with like this kind of reality, and you're like, why? if you don't notice what's going on in the world, and how completely lost people are, and how we idolize the wrong things as a species, as humans, and just how absolutely uneducated and without help these people, they can't be helped. They won't be helped. Like to really want to just be a breatharian and live to 300, I don't see the draw in it anymore. I just don't see it. Yeah, some people are like, oh, I want to be in a movie, or I want to write a book, or I want to. Well, I just don't have those things. I don't have that. It's not quite apathy. It's not a lack of drive. It's just, I think oftentimes about the zero-sum game of life. Like, in the worst way, what's the point of anything? It's meaningless. And in the best way, it's you educate yourself and you live every day as much as you can, and you assume that, as much as I know, is you go on to another realm. Because I've been out of body, I've seen other places. That's how you kind of just move on into a different state of being. So in that way, learning is the most important thing, and that's not an attainable goal. It's just something you do consistently. Brill, no, that's funny, because somebody had said join that the other day, which I did, but I never got on it. Hold on, let me see what it's called. Hold on a second. Yeah, Telegram. Didn't you get on Telegram? Because I guess that's what everybody uses now. It's a little more, it's not as convenient as Instagram, but it gives the same kind of setup, similar. And there's no you can't say that button. There's no we're taking your shit down because you put a piece of information that we don't agree with. So that's the upgrade to it. Yeah, Braintree primary school. Well, I mean, in first you have the elementary school, which is elements. So the elementary, the elementals. and then the primes and the primary, and then you would move on, yeah. And then you would go from the higher learning, and then you go to the university, the school of the university. I mean, they mimicked it here, but in a very disastrous way, because it doesn't mimic what it's supposed to at all. You don't learn anything about the elements in elementary school. You don't learn anything about higher knowledge in high school, and you don't learn anything about the universe in university. So they inverted all that, huh? Yeah, real. I haven't used the Clubhouse thing yet though. Somebody said to get it. I didn't. I didn't open it up to funk with it. But maybe I'll check it out. See what's happening there. It's a damn shame about the human race, but at least we evolved here. Yeah, to some degree, I suppose. I mean, I think evolution is merely morphing. I don't think it's necessarily evolving, because many people devolve in many aspects of their life, many ways of. Some people, they used to know more, and then they knew less, or they used to know something that was solid, and it was a reasonable thought, and then they became whisked away onto some fantasy island of nonsense, and so they devolve. But I think at the best we'd kind of evolve consciously to something. And I would say morphing is more like it. Maybe in some ways our body mimics that as we evolve, which I think a lot of people say that if you're spirit, then your spirit controls your mind, and your mind controls even the function of what your body looks like, even when you're born. How the energies of all the different bodies of energy out there affect your temple, your being. So yeah, those things occur, and there is a certain type of evolution. Ah, yes. Okay, we're back. So for now, if we consider where we are as a species, the evolution of it, we couldn't call what we're experiencing. We couldn't call what the realm is experiencing recently as anything evolved, unless it's just what we're seeing as an outpouring as evolution occurs. Maybe everything was at a standstill. We just didn't notice how absolutely mind fucked and idiotic people were. I mean, we always knew people weren't highly intelligent, but now it's like expressively, like it's in front of you. Like this is how controlled and dumb people are. So the sense of like, are we going forward and getting more evolved? If we are, then this idea of going on to the next cycle, it would be of a higher order, and it would be in no way. It would more look like the Venus Project, or the idea of a resource-based economy, which it could be going that way, and they just don't tell us because people wouldn't be able to understand it. But what has evolved? Technology? Well, technology has evolved, certainly. Our tools, but the only way our tools could evolve is if we already had them and we're just because we can clearly see that ancient history was a lot more technologically advanced than we are in many ways. So either we're rediscovering it through backwards mapping, but humanity, maybe individually, there are a lot of people that are evolving to or morphing or becoming hybridized beings of higher order. But that doesn't necessarily mean the entire genus, the entire species will do that. That could be the culling of the masses and the chaff from the wheat kind of thing. Could be that. I mean, that would be, if I want to look at it in a positive way, that's the only thing I can really go to. Is it becomes a resource-based economy. Technology works for us. This whole thing is just a culling of it's an IQ test, and it's seeing how many people are stupid and don't do any research and are completely brain dead. Like that's all I could think. Because if not, then it would be in every way going against evolution of anything: spirit, consciousness, humans. Good. How you doing? Oh yeah, bro. It should just be my name, or I think you might be able to look. You already have my phone number, don't you? Don't you have my actual phone number? I thought you did. It should be just my name, but if you can't find it, I'll hit you up because I seen your shit come up. You should be able to see me. It should show up as my name. If not, I'll hit you up later. Bro, the revolution will not be sober. No, it will not. Sobriety has never brought about any kind of evolution or revolution. That's for sure. I don't care whether it's psychedelic or smoking some herbs or drinking something, or I don't care how you can go about it. It doesn't. A sober mind is not even going to attempt to evolve. It doesn't work. Sober people don't do things that How many amazing things happen because of stoned, drunk, and people high on psychedelics? All the good music we listen to, things that have happened technologically, things that just amazing weird shit. Oh, certainly, always substances involved, for certain. Well, the revolution will not be sober, yeah. Although it will be on the internet somewhat. It will not be, when they said it won't be televised, well, not much of anything is televised anymore. I can't even imagine in the next, if things keep going the way they are and they're calling the old people to get rid of them, those are the only people that really have TV anymore. I don't know anybody with a TV, so that goes away. TV, like what uses TV anymore? It all goes to the internet, so they were right in saying it won't be televised. It will be on certain aspects and bandwidths of the interwebs. And I always thought I always thought that was a slight. You know how there's always like that little bit of slight trick they use with language when they said the revolution won't be. Well, I don't want a revolution because the revolution would to be revolve or go in a circle. It should be the evolution won't be. The evolving of the species won't be because you won't be able to see it. If we revolve, the only use we'd have in revolving is if literally we were going from what would be the Iron Age to like a higher age, especially like if we went right to the Golden Age. Okay, we'll revolve to that, but in any way you look at it, it would be at least evolution, not revolution. So there's always that trick there. What's up, hippie? What you doing? Hippie Island in the building. How is life? Out here, chilling, getting a little bit of fresh air, a little bit of pink skies right now. Well, oh, I forgot I got pink sunglasses on. Although there's a little bit of an orange tint. The clouds are quite interesting. Okay, check these bitches out. Very, very wispy. And I don't think that one was although it's straight as shit, so it does look like it might have been a chemtrail, but I don't remember seeing that. I don't remember seeing a plane. It's a plane, man. It's a plane. Yeah. It is a pretty fat cigar, yes. I went to the only place that was open. I lucked out. It was this little head shop, and it's all they had. But I lucked out because they were very inexpensive. I wouldn't pay a lot for a cigar. I would normally order them offline, but ain't no packages getting delivered down here right now. Unless I ordered something for, like, people are getting packages from 4 weeks ago right now because nothing's been coming in. It just started to happen recently, so it's so backed up. It's so backed up. So and the couple places I used to go, some of it got, some of these places got water damage, some of them buildings broken. So, but I lucked out. I got these big fat ass Cubans. I don't know if they're actual Cubans or if they're knockoffs or what, but they're mad decent. I normally wouldn't smoke something this gigantic. Just bad. Oh yes, it is. It is. Today is the first day of fall, right? Of autumn. It's nice out today. It's like 80, 82, 83. Sunny day. A little bit windy, but all in all, nice. Didn't get to have much of a summer due to obvious things, but you never see the planes in Long Beach. Yeah, well, the cloaking stuff I've heard a lot about. I've heard I was gonna make you guys a video. I'll try to do it the next couple days. And it was about this special type of lens, and they're red lenses. They made illegal because years and years ago they were testing them in the military, and they found out that the pilots were geeking out and just shooting at nothing because they thought they were seeing other planes and like aliens and dragons and all sorts of shit. That they were able to see a different realm because of the shade of these glasses. And it was some organic liquid or mineral or something that they were using. So that's why whenever you see night vision glasses now, they're made out of green because they don't see into the other realm. But I'm gonna do a whole video on that. It's kind of like looking into red mercury and how red mercury has these really interesting qualities that about being like, it's There's a type of magnetism with it, and it's repulsed by certain things, by mirrors. It's kind of like, you know how it's like vampire. It goes a lot to vampirism and vampire blood, and it's repulsed by garlic and mirrors. And so there's a big interesting thing about looking up red mercury and then these glasses. Well, there you go. There's probably a lot more there. And what's interesting is I seen a couple videos of people, always those crazy Russians, but they had an old pair of the red ones, and they were just using a camera and they were showing you the sky, and then they would just put the glasses in front of it, and you could see other crafts in the sky, and in no way did it look like this person was doing some Photoshop or some shit on it. It didn't look like it at all. It just looked like it was just like, this is what it does. I don't know what to tell you. Just some random video that I found. A few of them too. Really interesting stuff. Yeah, Mr. A Braintree. Get on to link up with me on Instagram, and then I'll link you up with me on the other thing where I can send you this stuff. Because I don't know, because Instagram, there's always, you can't post certain things. I can't post it on YouTube. It depends on. I can't remember where I found it, but I'll try to find these things for you and send it to you through Telegram. Yeah, link up with me on Instagram. It's zen.atman, right? And then if you can find me on Telegram, link up with me there. And that you can pretty much send and do whatever you want with. And I probably already sent it to some people, so I should be able to find it. That's what I do want to get really soon, when I have a couple extra bucks, is I'm going to get the whole collection of the different color shades. The chakra glasses that you can. Usually they sell them in 7. Sometimes you get the 9 colors. But usually I sell them in the rainbow colors. And yeah, they look pretty awesome. I've used a few different color shades, and it does change your entire outlook on the day. Like these ones are a little bit pink, and they're dope. Yellow ones are all like yellow are my favorite. Pink are my second favorite. Green is pretty cool sometimes. But of course, yeah, this is one of my favorite things right here. And I usually don't sit on this side of the park, but I just sit out with the ducks, smoke a cigar, sit next to the tree, hammock it up, and make a video. This is. So somebody asked me earlier, like, what's your goal in life? Pretty much this. I don't know. Sometimes it's being at the beach. Like but I lived at the beach a few times, and it just gets a little old in the, off season. So the advantage of being here is that there's even in the winter time, it's still nice. You can still kind of enjoy the city, where at the beach you're just like it's dead. So yeah. Oh yeah, Finn. Yeah, yeah. Finn stuff is pretty cool. I know so many people on here that it's so funny. Like some days I just get bombarded with people like, oh, check this out, and then I just lose track of who I need to pay attention to for the day. Like shit. Then I gotta hustle through and scroll back through all of the people that I'm subbed to, and like, and there's so many videos, man. I wish I could make shorter videos for people. Like sometimes, like, okay, if someone was good enough to take videos of like mine and other people that do like, you know, hour-long videos and compress it and then just put that into like a hodgepodge, that's what I want to see. The highlights of everybody's favorites, you know, whoever your favorite on YouTube is, like the highlight reels. Rep God, yo. Oh, yeah. I mean, over the years, yes. There's quite a few people that have maintained coming and hanging out over the 4 years I've been doing this. Some come, some go. Some, you know, they're off doing their own thing for a little bit. But yeah, for a while I was doing Zoom chats, and then we would sometimes have, you know, 10 to 20 people in the room. So that was like everybody live and talking, and that was a whole fucking thing. And yeah, it depends. And whenever I used to tag my videos, and I could tag them before I made a video, because the short story is I cannot tag my videos before I do them on here, but I can on a PC. I don't know why, but that's just what it is. So I can't. So doing a live show, no one new is going to find my stuff unless it's already plugged into my channel. Not this video that I make, I can only adjust the tags afterwards. I can only adjust the first 100 before I make it for my channel, and then after that I can adjust as many as I want, put more tags, but it's never for the live show. And I also don't go and do that. So, but whenever I did that at the beginning, I used to get a bigger audience for things. And if I do something very topical, like years ago I did some stuff whenever, like Conor McGregor would be fighting, or something about Kobe, or something about, like, you know, whatever was the hot shit then. But I mean, it's not, I mean, I did it in the sense of the gematria and the esoterics and the occult of it. So I definitely kept it that way, but it just wasn't my thing, you know. It's like I could figure that shit out, but it's just once it's like you either get it or you don't get it, and you realize that just about everything in Hollywood is scripted by some sort of larger coding. And either you get it or you don't get it. And if you don't get it, I'm not going to be able to convince anybody. Even the people that do like amazing work, they're not convincing people. People just come to go, oh, this is so stupid. What are you talking about? Like, that doesn't mean that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, but there's a lot of quirky people here. Depends on what time I come on here too. Cali, Texas, Atlanta, Canada, Australia, a few people from Australia, New Zealand, England, a couple South Africans. Yeah, interesting people, man. And some pretty oddly enough, some pretty I don't want to say quasi famous, but sort of big sort of known people. People that might have done something important with their life at one point in time. People with a big audience, not on here, but just in life, music, basketball, things like that. People that played at a pretty high level. musically traveled. Yeah, have you seen my first that dude Brill that was on here? Um, he played for the Miami Heat, not the team. He played for the G League team, so he was like one step from playing professional basketball, which is crazy. And so yeah, if you look at he came down and visited a couple, like 2 years ago. We hung out a couple of years ago. Cool cat, and I guess he can come back down and bug out sometime this year. And then Dave Mannion, he was quite the rock star. I wonder if they're gonna come over here. You want to see these ducks? They're gonna come. Are these my guys right here? See them right there? Hey, wobops. I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna come over here, but I don't have any food for them. So if they come over here, I will try to search my bag for some snacks. I think they know me. Hi, quack quacks. Yeah, I think I know the two gray ones. They're pretty funny. Yeah, I know some of them will walk around on the side. I know the ones over there. These ones I only see occasionally. Those are the geese. The geese is. So what else? Any advice on some TV shows to watch? Any Netflix? Anything on Amazon? Because I've just burned through so many of the good shows that I need to find something to just veg out on. I've watched just about everything that was good. You know, you go through and you got your list and you burn through the seasons. You're like, damn it! And I don't like to watch shows that only one episode's out. I'm wait till the entire seasons because I can't stand. When I watched Loki, it was on Disney, and I didn't realize the whole season wasn't out. So I watched the first one. I'm like, yes. And then the second one came out. It was a week later, and I was like, because I just wanted to watch the whole fucking thing. I don't like that. I don't like it at all. The Wire. That's funny. I used to live in Baltimore. I used to live a block from where they filmed it. Yep, right near the park, right near. Yeah, that's so funny. Was it Patterson Park? Is that the name of it? Yeah, Patterson. Yeah, and now I live in New Orleans and Treme. You know the show Treme? Treme is right there. So, New Orleans and Baltimore. I've lived right next to where those two HBO shows were made. Like this, I'm kind of, like where I live now, I don't know, I guess it's not too far. Ten blocks, maybe. Yeah, I've been recently just digging into all the. Well, I did all of these zombie apocalypse things, and then I got into a bunch of sci-fi stuff, and because I like watching the ones that are kind of about spacecrafts and leaving Earth, not because I think we can do that, but because of the clues in it if you read into it that are always interesting. Oh no shit. I bet if you look that up, on Instagram, there's somebody that has probably already broken down the gematria of him passing. It's like whenever you talk to people about this, when people pass in Hollywood, I can guarantee you, almost without question, that these people did not die, and they weren't. Whenever they say that they're, that they're gonna kill off somebody, that's what they have to do to get in the club. No, they kill off the character. They're either playing another character, or they move, or they just go somewhere else. They just go to a new island or go to somewhere else. They're in the same brotherhood. They're not murdering these people. They just do it for the screen and just to get people attached to the idea. I would say if they don't right away tell you, then that's because maybe the person actually did. Because certainly people, there's accidents and things that happen, and not everything goes according to plan. If anything you do, there can be an accident, and these things happen. So they respect that, and they're not going to be like put the whole shit on TV and be like, oh, so and so just died and blah blah blah. They wouldn't do that. So whenever they're doing that for that kind of attention, it's to pull energy from the masses. That's the ritual, to get you focused on something, and moreover, something that didn't even really happen. So I don't know what his story was, but almost certainly somebody's gonna be able to figure that out. It's gonna be coded up to the numbers. I've seen some people that were able to, because of certain things, people's birthdays and the coding that was going on, and they were able to like predict a few people, like, to the month that they were gonna remove them from the big stage. And you can tell too, because every single one of them, it's always fishy circumstances. It's always strange. It's always like, really? But what about this? What about this? They kind of tell you that that's not really what happened. It's like your boy that played he played 42. He was 42 years old. He played the part of was it Hank Aaron or whoever number 42 was, and then he played the dude who played Black Panther, right? Didn't he die? You don't die. You don't just out of nowhere go from looking like him to just dying from cancer. That doesn't happen. I hate to break to people, that's not happening. Nobody dies from cancer. It's false. And at 42, when he just played a movie called 42, it's just written all over it. Is there no CC on here? I think it usually does it after the show. I think it does it after. But unless I gotta hit a different button, I'll look into it again. I don't know, because they changed some things up on the options. Yeah. Okay, Evil. I'll check it out. Anything you found added my IG? Yeah, you would know if it's my IG. It's a picture. I think it's a picture of what's the last thing I put up? You'll know it. It's stupid shit that I post. There might be a dumb picture of me on there somewhere. Yeah, Divine. I looked on here. There's no button I can hit on here now to change that. But maybe before the show I gotta hit something. What time are you looking at here? Like 7:30? Alright. I'll kick it with you guys until it gets a little darker. Until I can't see so good. And then I'm gonna dip. I do want to crush this cigar because it's so good, but this is probably more of a cigar than I want to smoke right now. Ah, divine. Okay, I'll try to figure that out because I know in the past I've seen some of my old videos and then I'll check them out and it's on there. And there's no option. I don't think they do it in real time. So is there no option on her side or his side to hit like closed captioning? Well, it's probably not. You know, as far as my talks go, this is probably uh, underclass. This is just babbling around, just hanging out with you guys, kind of talk. Nothing of much importance, really, other than to examine the at least the beginning, the culture we're living in, and being inside of the Hunger Games, and how to alter the Hunger Games to the not so Hunger Games. Quack quack. Uh-oh, this might actually end a little bit sooner than I expect, because now I'm starting to assess the mosquito situation, and apparently my blood tastes like maple syrup right now. It tastes like maple syrup to them. Hey, does it whenever you've seen it in the past and there's closed captioning, whenever I burp, does it put in quotes that I burp? Because it should. Well, shit. Check it out, everybody. Okay, yeah, I'll next show I do, I'll make sure that I look for that, because I thought it just did it anyways. But check it, I'm gonna get out of here, guys, because these mosquitoes are starting to like my blood. And as per usual, it's always a pleasure to see everybody. If you want to help me out, you know how to do it. CashApp, PayPal, it's beneath. I will perhaps get a couple beers and be on here later talking a bunch of stuff, or I might see you guys tomorrow after I have a couple things to say, and maybe I'll get that video organized that I wanted to do about the Red Mercury, and I could probably revisit some of the old videos I made and highlight some of the interesting things, and see if I can't weave in Red Mercury into some of the magnetic and electric videos that I made, and some of the stuff on I don't know, ancient civilizations and why they're. Hold on a second here. Oh, perhaps that's why. It's because it's upside down. And revisit some of the old ones, like on why kings and queens wore crowns and what they were doing, and we'll get into all that. But I'm gonna get out of here because these guys are trying to eat me. It is good to see everybody. Stay well, be weird, be yourself. Take care of people when you can, and take care of yourself. I am ass out. Talk to y'all soon. Peace.